Well, guys, if you heard that and saw that Fabric XL, the instruments on this MPC are VSTs in my computer. And I sat here and trying to give all the chance and try to give that MPC a chance. I love that thing. It's incredible. Now, I want to make something before I proceed very clear here. This video is not about bashing an MPC, any of them. It's not about any of that. I think they're incredible and I love them. It's not to get clicks. It's just to kind of talk about something a lot of people might not be aware of. This Fabric XL electric piano, it's on the MPC. I've got Air Technologies. That's who developed these instruments for the MPC. They're incredible instruments. You can hear the electric piano sound so good. And they got a lot of that between that and Spectrasonics is, Keyscape, which is incredible. I've just been sitting down kind of toying with the MPC here, toying with some ideas, and the workflow is cool and all, but it's different. I don't need to learn another DAW. I like to be able to sit here and see my MIDI and be able to correct it on the fly and do things and kind of have a more open window of what I'm doing. And it's just me, I think my biggest point here, what I want to talk about, I've talked about this before, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I do want to talk about it. I think the biggest point I can get is the MPC might not be for everybody. It really is. It's not going to be for everybody. No matter what you're doing, it's not going to be fair. If you've been on MacBook or PC and doing Logic Pro or another DAW and doing that workflow, and then you for the first time go to the MPC, you'll learn it and understand it, but it's the early MPC guys that have worked on this thing and know the flow, and they do maybe hip-hop stuff or EDM, and they do it. That's great. They know it. I think they love it. I do see a few people doing guitar stuff on it, but you're very limited on that guitar stuff. Guitar tracks are going to eat up any resources you have in that project for memory. You're very limited on audio tracks that you can do. I haven't put this thing to the test with the MPC Keys 37, but you can get a lot of tracks. You can do 4 to 8 16-bar loops. You can track this however you want. You can export the project and do the wave loops into your DAW and finish it. It's great. I think that's cool. It's just I can do everything in Logic and on my Mac. Why do I need to do it? I always talk about that red shiny cool thing in the corner, and I'm really trying to give it its due, and I'm going to sit down with it some more. I will agree, and a lot of people are talking about this. If you follow a lot of the MPC guys, their biggest thing is there needs to be more RAM in this thing, and I agree, there really does. I don't think, but it's about 4 gigabytes of RAM. It needs to be more, folks, more. I think there should be 16 to 32 in there, because when I load a piano off that Fabric XL, it literally takes 30 seconds or less for that to load, and I don't know what the workaround is. I mean, there's not enough room on the machine to load all the instruments I have. They're all on that memory card. Now, it may load quicker, obviously, I think, if it's on the machine, but still, the RAM is key here. It's that's resources you need, and this is a killer machine. There's nothing wrong with it. I think it's absolutely incredible. I think the Keys 37 is raved by a lot of people much more than the 61, and a lot of people prefer the other ones. I mean, I'm not a MPC guru. I'm not going to sit there and tell you everything about it because I'm learning myself. But I just kind of thought, well, maybe it's a cool workflow to sit down on my time free, like today, which is this rain would quit. God, if you live in the South in the summertime, it's one of those summers where it just doesn't stop. It's annoying. But anyway, I digress on that. Just keep that in mind if you're looking to get an MPC or something. Just know that it may not be for you. And I think the biggest thing I can tell you to do, besides just going in and buying this thing like I did, of course, I knew going into there'd be a chance that it wasn't going to be for me, and that's okay. I asked, and people said do, and people said don't. But I would suggest you get on one and know if you find somebody who has one, you can toy with it and learn it and see if it's for you. If it isn't, you save yourself $900 plus the cost of the instruments. It's $1,200 put into this thing, and if I were to sell it, I probably only get $600-700 out of it. You know, it's music equipment is not an investment, my friends. Um, it really isn't. I think it's a killer machine. This thing is like brand new. It's only been powered up 3 or 4 times. I'd have to get the memory card out of it and log out of it. I don't know what to do if you sell it so no one logs into your account. But I think I do believe that this thing is incredible, and I think anybody who's an MPC user would love it. Again, nothing against it. I think it's incredible. I'm just giving it every shot I can. But when those instruments are on my computer or on my MacBook as a VST, sound the exact same, no different. Actually sounds better with bigger monitors and stuff. It really is cool. And I can go in and do all kinds of, and they load quicker. They load much quicker, like it's supposed to. I can, can do whatever I need to do. But anyway, I just want to touch on that real quick, and I could make it 10 or 15 minutes. But keep that in mind, guys. The MPC may not be for everybody. It's not for everybody, really. I don't see this for me, but again, I'm just going to sit down. I'm going to give it its due. I think there's some things about it. I think the workflow are really cool. I like it, but it's just condensed and too limited in an open view. When you're spoiled and you can break everything open in Logic Pro and everything's at your fingertips, and that is your jam. You can rock and roll, and you're used to that. I don't need to learn another DAW. I'm happy with what I've got. I think it's great. So anyway, I'm getting off. I hope you guys are well. I'll see you in the next video. But I'm going to do another video talking about something else from sync music licensing and stuff. And hang tight on that one because my thoughts are on where I'm at, what's going on, and some things that you're going to go through as well on that deal. So anyway, I'll see you in the next video, and I appreciate you for watching. Be cool. Bye.